Hey, welcome back to the channel. So today I'm going to take a cheap shovel, put a blade on it, and try to make a scabbard or a sheath for it out of this bag. And this will be my new addition to the survival bag that I have, my camping bag. So let's get started and see if we can make a decent survival tool. And this was only $4 at the dollar store. So win-win. So let's get started. That's good enough. So I just used a flapper disc. I think it's 120 grit. So this is actually okay sharp. So we're just trying to get it sharp enough to kind of go through roots as we're digging, or if we got to limb a little bit off a tree. So it's still a survival tool as well as a functional shovel. With the D handle you can still have a good grip as well. So yeah, it's kind of sharp. It's got a decent edge on it. You know, it's not like razor sharp or anything, but it'll do. So next, I'll have to make a little scabbard out of this guy. So I got to take these buckles off and these guys off here. And what I might do is just rip it all out and then see if I can move these in and just restitch this and cut it all up to make it what I need. So let's get started on that. What I'll be using is heavy-duty thread and a leather needle. So leather needles are actually sharpened with a tri-point. So it's ground down on three sides to create kind of like a trident. Not a trident, but I don't know, I'll find a picture and post it here. So I'm going to take these buckles off here so we can reuse them. Remember, as you're cutting, don't cut towards yourself. Always cut towards your friends. You can always replace your friends. And the best thing about this is if this shovel is pretty much garbage, we can reuse this sheath that we're going to be making for another shovel. So you can go buy a better spade shovel. Because if it's something that you like, great. And if the steel is just too thin, you can always just buy a different shovel and redo this. Because this only took me, what, 2 minutes to do just a quick blade on this thing. So it's not very time consuming to sharpen up a shovel with a grinder. You do it better with a file and then with some emery cloth, you're going to get a better blade, but you're digging in the dirt, so I think it's kind of pointless to put like a nice honed blade on. There's one buckle off. Okay, so we got the two buckles off. We're going to take these two straps off. And we'll take this guy off too. Maybe we'll have a shoulder slung shovel. You know, you just pick it up and there you go. Okay, so now we need to outline the shovel with a marker. and then cut 1/2 inch around the outline. So there's our first outline. So we're going to cut it out 1 inch away, all the way around. Doesn't have to be perfect. Then we're going to cut out a duplicate from the front here. Okay, so now that we've got it all cut out, so now I want these lips on the inside. So we will line these guys up as best as we can. So we've got about 1/2 inch. So what we're going to do is we're going to sew it by hand. So I don't have a sewing machine. So I'll hand stitch it all the way down, and then all the way down here to the tip. Then we'll fold it inside out. So then we'll give us a nice line. I don't know if you guys have sewn before, but there is some skill to it, believe it or not. I don't have great skill. Okay, so we just finished that. So the blade on this guy, it's okay. It'll still do its job. You know, it's not going to be like your Spetsnaz shovels, right? But it still sinks some edge in there. Still split it. It didn't dent the steel, so it's going to be strong enough for what I need it for. Now that we just finished our bag, we can put it back in the bag. I don't know how long it'll last. You know, it's a bit of a too snug of a fit for what I kind of want. So, but it does work. And the straps work too. So, strap it in. And you can also do Velcro. Like, I have a lot of Velcro here, but this was all free. So the only cost for me to build this was, because I already had the needle and thread, the bag's just an old bag that was kicking around. So the only actual cost was this shovel. So here it is. So I sewed the straps on the back. We sewed this, and here's the old patches there. You can see the marker there. I'm not too worried about aesthetics. I'm more of a functional person. And here's the two straps. So, like, it would have been better with a sewing machine. Like you can see, yeah, I could have done tighter thread work on this. But overall, this is going to work. I'm not going to cut my hands or any materials in my bag with it. And it should last and serve me for what I actually need it for. And the total cost was $4 plus taxes from the dollar store here up in, Canada. So yeah, overall, I'd like to try this out. Right now, we still have probably 2 feet of frost in the ground, so I'm not going to be digging anytime soon. But I do have a little small shovel that weighs maybe 2 pounds that I can bring out to camp with me, and it'll serve me for whatever I need it for. Basically just digging poo holes and then burying it, which is not a big deal. So there you have it. So if you guys have any questions or anything, please let me know. And thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. Take care and be safe.